Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are located in spectacular Alberta, Canada, in the Canadian Rockies, getting ready to kick off the round here at Banff Springs Golf Course.
The course today, it will play as a par 71, a little under 7,000 yards in total length, designed by the architect Stanley Thompson all the way back in 1928. The original 18-hole course was later complemented by the construction of an adjoining 9 holes, which was designed by Cornish and Robinson. That opened in 1989, thereby completing this marvelous championship layout.
Great history and great views. Let's take it down to the tee. We're excited to call the action today out on the course for you. We start off here at the first with a par 4, 414 yards. Frank, what's the key to playing this hole?
You could hit driver or 3-wood down there. Their only real concern, that bunker a long way down the left side. 3-wood would never reach that. And just a short iron in to a relatively flat green.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That'll be 90 yards. So a tester from 4 feet. -1, getting really going. So Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
I like the looks of this one. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Well, Frank, as we get to the 3rd hole here, a par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. Well, Frank, no doubt this is one of the most photographed holes in all of golf.
Yeah, Devil's Cauldron. Just get to the front of the tee there. Get the camera out. The vistas there are amazing. You see the mountains in the background. This green surrounded by the pine trees. Of course, if you like a lake or two, there's a lake just in front of that green, just to give you that little color of blue in the snapshot you're going to take.
Like to look at them, not swimming. Certainly not fish golf balls out. Birdie try up next. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the 5th?
Once again, with a good drive, you're left with a scoring club. By that I mean a short iron. Gives you a lot more options and a lot more flags you can go at. Even with a flag in the back left, with a scoring club in hand, you can virtually just go straight at that. The ball will not kick too much once it hits the green.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Oh, get down, look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there, so close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Now to the 2nd par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. Do you know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, well, you might avoid the bad luck.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green with about 30 feet to go. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
He's just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. This from 7 feet. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the 2 little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green. Oh, if this is up, it's good. That's an absolute beauty.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This is like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards, and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
That will be a great look at birdie. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So just a formality here. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, would be great.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
He's putting for birdie now. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Well into red figures at 9 under for the round. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil. Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed. Now -10 for the round. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Necklace over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well done. Back-to-back birdies. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. This putt for par. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Good looking shot right here. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, how about that?
Oh, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.